Duncanville has been a dominant football program in Texas lately. The Panthers have won back-to-back state titles, and this year, they may have the best quarterback-receiver duo in the country.
My man Joe McCann is in Texas with this week's 5-star feature.
The recruiting rankings and scholarship offers may speak for themselves, but the reason why quarterback Keelon Russell and wide receiver Dakorien Moore are the best 1-2 punch in the country is pretty obvious to them.
In the most humble way possible. Every Friday and Saturday night, you see why.
Man, it's deep, for real. Our chemistry is like no other. We've been building it since 6th and 7th grade. You can send him on any route. He's gonna get open. And 4th down and long, he's gonna get open. So just having that dude out there that you know you can trust, that you know you can put all into.
I don't have to say anything, and I'll look up and there goes the ball. And it's one of those things I'll go, oh no. And then when he scores, I go, great job.
Russell and Moore have been key figures in Duncanville's recent rise. The Panthers have traditionally had a strong program, but their state championship in 2022 was their first since 1998. After a repeat in 2023, this dynamic duo now seeks their 3rd ring in their senior season. Their journey to get here has been impressive, though not necessarily a surprise to their families. Dakorien's mom saw an elite, competitive athlete very early on.
4 years old, he started flag football, and Dakorien would cry, jump up and down, fall out on the ground, and throw fits every time his flag got snatched. He was so fast. It wasn't until he was about 8 or 9 track-wise, I realized that he was special. He was jumping the furthest in the long jump in the entire country. He was running the fastest as an 8-year-old in the entire country. That's when I realized that he was special.
Keelon, meanwhile, wasn't always the biggest kid, though he's now 6'3". He was, though, very outgoing and athletic, and he always wanted to play any sport he could.
I came home with a new application every summer. How many sports do you want to play, son? You know, so very active, stayed very active, and not scared to meet people. He was very friendly.
Keelon and Dakorien met in middle school, and it was around the same time that they both decided to commit to developing the potential they had in football.
In the 8th grade is when he said that he wanted to be a professional football player and that he was going to take it seriously no matter what. So that's when I put him in training. And so in the 8th grade, he got his first offer, and he hasn't looked back since.
I think when we finished 9th grade season, I said, Keelon, you still want to play basketball? You want to do both sports? He's like, no. I think I'm just going to dive into football. And at that time, just based on everything that he had done so far in Little League and at middle school, I said, okay, let's make this investment work.
Dakorien is the consensus #1 ranked wide receiver in the 2025 class. Also a track star, the Oregon commits speed and versatility make him one of the nation's most dangerous weapons.
He's an athlete. He's always doing things that you don't expect. If you watch the game real close, he's the punter. If you keep watching, he's at cornerback. If you keep watching, he may return a kickoff. And he does all those things well. That's an attribute to the fact that it's not just receiver, he's just an athlete. He's an all-around athlete, and he contributes in a lot of ways.
I play with confidence, you know, that's really my mojo. Like, if I'm not confident, then I'm not myself, but I'm always confident. Knowing my abilities, knowing what I train for, knowing that my training is gonna put forth to what I wanna do in the game, and just trusting my teammates, that's really what it is.
Keelon has seen his stock rise quite a bit in the last year. Previously an SMU commit, he's vaulted from a top 50 prospect to the top 10 according to some sites, and he's now committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. And he backed up the rising rankings by winning the MVP at the prestigious Elite 11 competition this past summer.
I have a discussion with my mom every time, my mom and my dad. We got really a whole notebook of goals that I really want to do. And these last 2 years is what really built my confidence. The goals that I set was to do Elite 11, to win every camp, really.
He and I actually talked about it. You know, I told him earlier in the year because just the way he approaches the game, he's a student of the game, he works hard, he really takes coaching well, great attitude. When you have a kid that has all those attributes, it just makes their ceiling high.
Getting that confidence and that development really made me the quarterback I am today. I just thank the man above that, I got that confidence piece in my game because now I go out here and showcase my talents in front of thousands of people.
When they're not shredding Texas defenses, these two can still be found together, hanging out and staying active.
I'm a skater. I got into skating now. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the dude who taught me is Dakorien Moore. He know how to skate too.
I needed somebody to go with. We like to, stay in our own circle because, we have the same goals and stuff like that. We want to stay out the way, do stuff within each other and stuff like that.
I'm a fast learner. Anything I do, I can right there.
These two know they're not going to just skate their way through the competition in Texas on their way to a third ring. They know their lofty recruiting rankings and all their success put a target on their backs. But they also know they'll be ready for it.
Obviously, I want to be the #1 quarterback to come out of the 2025 class. Obviously, but I'm worried about helping my team, helping us get a three-peat. There's gonna be a lot of eyes this year with me and Dakorien and other players on the team. It's gonna be a lot of people, and it's about how you're gonna first battle adversity and how you're gonna keep your head on a straight line.
We don't see ourselves as the hunted. We are the hunters. We take pride in what we've done, but we are going out to let people know that they got to play us.
The Duncanville program means dominant. That's the expectation when you come here. It really just shows the chemistry that we done had, since we was in middle school. We always say we had that chemistry, and now we really getting to show it on the next level, and we proving it to the world.